Morning.
Mwah.
Hi everyone.
It's breakfast time.
It is breakfast time, and this is what I didn't think we'd be doing. I didn't think we'd share another breakfast together.
Whatever.
Well, no. Obviously, I didn't think you were going to die. What I meant by that was, I thought us sitting down sharing
Carry on.
sharing a breakfast together at this stage was still going to be a long way off.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll just dig my in the grave a little bit further. You know, because last week, you know, you went into chemo and you banged down on the floor and you weren't very well, and you've had a few days of really feeling pretty tough.
So what you say? So what you're saying is a bit like when you were ill last year, when I used to sit there and think, am I ever going to get him back again?
Yes. Yeah.
My friend, where's my friend?
Exactly,
gone?
that's it. And you sit there and you think, you know, she's in the bedroom, fast asleep, and I'm sitting here watching rubbish on the TV.
Scrolling through your phone.
Or trying to read the book that I really want to read, but I can't read it because you're not sitting beside me quietly. But you know what it's like? It's those comforts in life that you miss. And you start to think, and then I started to think that, you know, well, I'm not even going to go there. How your mind works.
Yeah, I know. But it's interesting though, where you think, oh God, I just want my life to be. Oh, where you go again? I just want my life to get back to normal again. Well, actually, today is pretty. I feel quite normal, so I thought, right, let's get on and vlog about it.
Does that look normal? It's like E.T. with a lump. She's gone on for these hoopy earrings, which is...
I'm not going to do wigs. I've decided I'm not going to do wigs, I'm going to do earrings.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, actually. And, of course, her Christmas fleece.
In the middle of the summer.
In the middle of the summer, because why not? Why wouldn't you? We haven't succumbed yet. We've got slippers on. Haven't got the gloves on yet, though, have we? I bet it won't be far off.
Oh, dear. Anyway, right. So let's explain.
Today's a good day.
Today is day 10.
And you take all the good days you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Today is day 10. So I started to keep a bit of a diary so I could tell you what was going on. So
Sorry.
Exactly. People want to know.
Oh, of course they do.
Well, anyway, if they don't, I want to tell them.
Yeah, God. Fast forward now.
No, first day of chemo, you know, that was okay. I was feeling calm. I was happy. I wrote here.
She was like a Duracell bunny. She really was.
Yeah,
she thought, oh, this is Pete's piss.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock that night, my stomach started to gripe, but nothing happened. And I had a bit of a headache in front of my eyes. But, you know, about that, I thought this chemotherapy stuff, what they're talking about. Then day 2, day 3, day 4, I started to panic a bit, didn't I?
Well, you were waiting for it.
I was waiting for it, checking my pulse all the time and everything else, and the slightest thing in temperature, lift in temperature, I was worried.
But you were fine, weren't you?
But I was okay. Well,
she was absolutely. You were fine in the sense that you were feeling a bit anxious, I think. But as far as energy levels,
you're feeling okay,
and spirit, you were there and you were bouncing around. She was still
good 6
working.
6 hours sleep, feeling fine, no headache. You know,
absolutely spot on.
All of that, and then bang, it sort of happened on
Thursday. We went for an MRI scan.
That was the day 4, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Thursday you went for an MRI.
So you need to know about the MRI scan. Don't know the results yet, but apparently it was an MRI with contrast, which means that they should be able to work out my staging. So somebody might tell me what stage I'm at some point soon. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I thought we knew what stage you were at.
No, we knew I was a grade 3.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But we didn't know what stage. We don't know what stage I'm at.
Yeah.
And stage 1 to 4, 5, 1 to 5. We don't talk about stage 5, I don't think.
Well,
stage
4 really, I don't think.
I don't really think we talk about stage 4.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, anyway, whatever. 4 is if it's gone somewhere else. But anything 1 to 3 we'll be happy with, won't we?
Yeah.
Because that means it's contained. So, and hopefully we can...
I think they wanted to look at the lymph nodes, didn't they?
Yeah, and they've done...
Because one lymph node is infected that they know.
Yeah. I don't think they can really tell too much, but they look at all if there's any other tumours anywhere else, and they can see whether they're benign or what's the other word?
Malignant.
Benign or malignant, all the way through from sort of like here to down to your bum.
We'd get a couple of hamsters and call them benign and malignant.
You have a sick mind. Anyway, okay. So on day 5.
I hate hamsters. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
Puppies.
But on day 5, I went into the hospital, and I think you saw my vlog on day 5 when I wasn't particularly very well, and that floored me. And then that was literally day 6, day 7.
Can I come into day 5 and when you were floored?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think it's really important, because I know I'm going back a fair way here. I know when you first started researching, Googling and becoming an oncologist and surgeon on cancer overnight, you kept saying to me, there's nothing out there telling me what to do. Everybody sort of says, oh, expect this and expect that. But there were no really experiences that we could find. Hence the reason why
we're doing
we're doing this. And I think it's... What I'm going to say now is, if you're watching this and you think you've got cancer or you have just been diagnosed with cancer, I know your world is going to fall to pieces, as ours did. Okay, it's still not good, it's still not great, but we're learning to live with it, and you will learn to live with it. But you will also frighten yourself stupid with everything you can read. And the only advice I can say to you is take it every day. Don't expect the worst. Don't expect, like this one did here, that it wasn't going to happen to her, because she was going, oh, this is okay. I've got away with this. I've got away with this. She eventually, when she went rock bottom on Friday, which was day 5.
I went rock bottom.
I think she was, a lot of it, she was really just distraught with herself, the fact that it had actually happened to her. Am I right there?
Yeah, let's put it this way. I had a lot of tears and let a lot go on that day.
Yeah, because she thought she was going to be the one that got away with it. And I wish she had.
But we all think that, don't we?
But what that has done now is it's told us that you are not superhuman, that this chemicals and stuff that they're putting in your body is going to affect you. But after a few days, here you are, you're back to normal.
Whatever normal is.
Normal is. Yeah, sitting here in slippers and Christmas pudding tops in the middle of July on a hot, sunny day.
Can't I put it was slightly more cooler than normal?
I'm surprised we haven't got, sort of tinsel dingy donkeys on.
That's an idea.
But anyway, going back to that. So, we know next month will be the same, if not a bit worse.
It sounds like a monthly period, doesn't
no, I was just going to correct myself then. God help us, that was even worse. I was going to correct myself. It's not a month, it's every 3 weeks, providing we can stay on track. But we've already said the next one could be a little bit worse.
They say it gets cumulatively worse.
Instead of you covering after 3 days, it might be 4 or 5, and it goes on.
Again, we can't predict it.
No,
I'm not going to predict it anymore. I'm just going to tell you what happens. Anyway, so I was floored on day 6 and day 7. Day 8, excuse me, I've got an itch as well. I've got like a rash, sort of a rash all around here, and I keep putting some sort of like E45 derma cream on it, and I've got to stop itching it. Just so you know. And also, the other thing that I've noticed is a rash, and sorry to be so gross, and I've just finished my breakfast, a bit of a bloody nose, and it's just inside. But apart from that...
Cold sores?
Oh, my cold sores, yeah. I've been taking antivirals for a cold sore. So, yeah.
And that was... Somebody recommended that she take these antivirals, so she asked them from the doctors, and eventually we got them because they're apparently quite rare or in short supply. But you're on a course of those now that should stop the ulcers and the cold sores, aren't you? So, and I think little things like that, once they start to improve and get better... you start to feel better.
Absolutely, because it runs you down. And the other thing that I've noticed as well, that it seems to have gone today, but for the last 5 days I've felt as if I've been sucking on a bar of soap. The taste in my mouth has been...
See, whatever normal is.
I've heard that people have a metallic taste. Mine wasn't metallic. Mine was just like a bar of soap. It was just bleh. But anyway, I've got some Muca something or other mouthwash as well that I rinse in the mornings, and
that was prescribed by the doctor as well, wasn't it?
To regenerate the cells inside, because apparently the chemo starts to kill all your cells, and of course inside your digestional tract as well, it starts to kill all of those as well. Hence the reason why your stomach
gets rid of all the good stuff in there,
as well as bad stuff. So hey,
but you've been drinking Actimels, haven't you?
I had Actimels in the mornings. I've had some yogurts,
cultured yogurts, things like that.
Yeah. Eating lots of almonds,
nuts, spinach, all the good stuff.
Yeah, and I've been taking vitamins in the mornings, vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, iron.
And that was another thing. Mrs. T thought if she took all these vitamins, she wasn't going to be here feeling ill. And I think that's, that shook you a bit as well, didn't
Well,
it?
yeah, but-
because you are taking all the precautions, but you did feel poorly.
Yeah,
but
you can't you can't get away with that, unfortunately. People on chemo, I'm sorry, but you can't.
So the next thing
There.
is we still need the results of the MRI,
Yep.
and you haven't your port fitted.
Oh, I'm having the port fitted on Tuesday. Yeah.
So they're going into the chest. Into the chest,
There, I think.
yeah, because
Not
it's
sure.
above the heart, isn't it? Because it goes into the heart, so it pumps it
I don't know
round.
where it goes.
I think that's the whole idea, but I'm not a doctor, so don't pick me up on that one. I could be putting it in the wrong side if I am a doctor.
Please don't.
But yeah, so the port goes in, which means she doesn't get the cannula going in the arm. They don't start hunting for the vein and
No,
everything
it
else.
goes underneath the skin apparently.
Yeah,
and,
so
it,
they
and
just-
the skin and it heals. Well, I'll show you when it comes.
Yeah.
But it heals, and then they sort of like.
When it comes,
Yeah.
we can get it in the post.
I've got to go into the theatre and have it done.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Ta-da! And today, ladies and gentlemen, live, Mrs. T's port. Ta-da! Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, right. So this.
So the port's going in on Tuesday afternoon,
Yeah, that's like a week,
a
nearly
week before chemo number 2.
Yeah, so that's about day 17. That's not because it's for a particular day they have to put it in. It's the only time they could fit me in. They
Yeah.
would have fitted me in if they could have fit me in before the first chemo. They would have done, but it takes you have to queue in theatre.
And then we've got a bone density scan booked in.
Oh God, yeah, that's that as well. I've got.
That's the week
everything.
after,
Oh,
isn't
no.
it? Now the reason why she's having that is because her mother had
No, that's not the reason.
osteoporosis. No,
No.
I had to lie.
No, I just happened to mention that my mother had osteoporosis, and she had many years of lots of painful breaks that she never really knew about, and had a bit of a miserable end of her life, bless her. But it wasn't because my mother had osteoporosis. Everybody gets DEXA scans, or anybody can have a DEXA scan. And I don't think it's just specifically because.
Oh, okay. So it's just it's
bone
part
scan.
of the tick the box.
It's a
And,
bone scan to find out how well your body or your bones are reacting to the chemotherapy or something, and it's a baseline at the moment that they're going to do to find out where I am. So,
now, something else. You had an injection. We had to give you an injection at
yes,
home.
it was called I've written it down. It's called a pegfilgrastim injection.
And
Whatever
am I
that
right
is.
in thinking we gave this, or you gave this to yourself in your stomach on day 2 or 3 after
To
chemo?
stimulate neutrophils. Okay, so neutrophils are produced by bone marrow.
That's it. Yeah.
And the neutrophils are something to do with keeping your immune system
That's
higher.
it. It kick-starts it back in again, doesn't it?
So when your immune system goes down, your white blood count apparently goes really low. So these neutrophils. I'm not quite sure if neutrophils are the same as white blood cells. Anyway, I'll come back to you on that one, possibly. But they go low with the chemotherapy, so you have to kickstart the production again, which is what this injection did on day 2.
But you said after that injection, you started to feel painful around the hips.
Oh, I've got growing pains, didn't I?
It was, but yeah, it was. But you said that you felt really achy around the hips and
Because your bone marrow production sites
starts-
are in your hips, or in your back, or in your chest bone, or in somewhere else, and that's more or less where it hurts.
Yeah.
And you can actually
you could almost feel it
the production
working.
in
Yeah,
the factory going. Yeah.
But you'd been warned about that. Again, you'd been warned about that by some friends or a friend of ours that had gone through similar.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't think it was going to happen. But then okay.
So I'm
How
surrounding
would-
myself with pillows.
How would you describe that discomfort from 1 to 10? 10 being really, really uncomfortable, and 1 sort of being a niggle.
4, 5,
4 or 5. So it was a big niggle,
a big niggle.
discomfort. And how long did that last? A couple of days?
A couple of days, yeah. It's not there now, so
Yeah.
I'm on day 10, and I took the injection on day 2. So
Because I know we've been driving around in the car with pillows
stacked
galore,
high.
stacked high. I'm sharing a bed with 8 pillows at the moment. So I'm just glad we've got a super king rather than just a double. Otherwise, I'd be on the floor. And this is normal.
Yeah. Anyway, so just wanted to tell you, share breakfast with you. I don't think there's anything else I need to report really, but we're keeping the Macmillan Cancer Support donations going. I think that's very important that I keep that going throughout the course of my treatment. And any donations would be gratefully received. We'll stick the link in the comments below. Please donate. Please keep giving us your support. I mean, so many of you have commented, and I really, really appreciate all the comments. I love sitting and reading them. I love trying to respond to them as much as I can as well. So, yeah.
If you're not snoring and dribbling.
We're going to go off to the caravan tonight.
We are. We're going to the Tin Tent. Try and
go.
spend a long weekend there because you're feeling better.
I'm feeling better. I'm in my immunity low bit today, so I can't really go anywhere that can't mix anybody. So if I just go and disappear after the caravan, and that means as well that I might be able to go on some walks tonight.
But also, if the weather's nice, then we'll take the Cadak down to the beach and we'll do some chemo chicken.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Which would be nice, but it's been really windy over the last few days, so the wind's got to drop for us to be able to do that on the beach.
Yeah. But as I say, if I keep away from people, apart from you, obviously,
because I'm super immune.
Yeah, and then just take ourselves away. I can work from the caravan, and so yeah.
Get ourselves ready for next week. So that's it. Thought we'd share that because today's a good day.
Today's a very good day.
And we're all entitled to good days.
Yep, absolutely.
And hopefully we can have 10 days good days now.
Yep, hopefully.
Before we go into chemo number 2.
At least you know what to expect next time.
Yeah.
All right, thanks ever so much, everybody.
Hope that's been informative for you. If you're starting the journey, then our hearts are with you because we know exactly what you're going through. You're going to go through the good stuff, you're going to go through the bad stuff, but you do eventually start to live with it.
Another thing, I hope my hair falls out soon.
Yeah, otherwise we look a bit silly.
No, we're going to have to cut it again. It's starting to get all wispy.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Anyway, thanks everybody. I'm going to switch off now and we'll see you all again soon.
See you later.
Love you.